And I'm back once again, showing off the new additions to my collection from February 2022 to the end of April 2022. This time filmed on a table, instead of me on the floor hunched behind a ring light propped up by its own box. Last time my RNG decided I'd buy at least one Jak game, so I went with Jak 3 on the PlayStation 2. Next, my two full set aims, starting with the GameCube. I got 6 GameCube games this time: Dead to Rights, Ice Age 2 The Meltdown, NFL Street, Tyler Tasmanian Tiger 2 Bush Rescue, Future Tactics The Uprising, and a Japanese game, Super Robot Wars GC. I'm still missing a few EA NFL games, including NFL Street 2. I also think Ty 3 was in the GameCube, but only in the US. Then the Wii U, which I got 7 games for this time. The first 6 being the standard release of Hyrule Warriors, Pikmin 3, Adventure Time Finn and Jake Investigations, Scribblenauts Unlimited, the standard release of Disney Infinity 3.0, and Disney Epic Mickey 2 The Power of Two. For Hyrule Warriors, I also own the limited edition and the Japanese premium box, but I'm still missing the treasure box. Adventure Time and Scribblenauts also had a second game each on the Wii U that I still need to buy. As for Disney Infinity, I own the first game and the toy box set for 2.0. I still need the starter pack for 3.0 and 2.0, and the deluxe set for 2.0. My 7th Wii U game was Kokoto Magic Circus 2, which comes with 2 Wii remote shells. Now for the rest of the consoles, going in release order as usual. For the Master System I got Rocky. I saw it go for just over half the price I usually see it and took the chance. 2 Super Famicom games, Cyber Knight and Panel de Pon. Still need Tetris Attack to go with that Panel de Pon to complete the pair on SNES. For the Sega Saturn, I got one of the Virtua Fighter CG Portrait series, this one Laos. This is the first one of these I've bought, and it was incredibly cheap, because it was sealed but the seal itself was damaged, letting me get it for almost nothing. Then Quest for Camelot on the Game Boy Color. Technically another complete set, as this was the only game that film got, I believe. For the PlayStation 2, I got Ghost Rider. Majority of the games I buy these days, I go in with the mindset I could 100% them for a video on my main show. Of course, how long it takes me to get to them is another story. 2 RPGs for the original Xbox, Azuric Rise of Perathia and New Legends, both also technically complete sets as they never got ports or sequels. Then Iron Man for the Wii. I also got Dynasty Warriors 6 for the PlayStation 3. For the 3DS, I got a version of Yokai Watch that came with a medal. Then I got one of the 2 physical new 3DS games, Fire Emblem Warriors. I already own this on Switch, plus I don't have a new 3DS, but this costs almost nothing to have 50% of the physical console library. Just missing Xenoblade Chronicles 3D now. For the PlayStation 4, I got Titan Quest. I think this was also very cheap and I only bought it for free postage on something else. For the Switch, I got 2 games on launch day, Chocobo GP and the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga Deluxe Edition. That's all the games, so now the merch. I got 3 of the old Final Fantasy Coca-Cola figures they got in Japan, an Irvine, Amaranth and Seymour. I also got the first Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon game soundtrack. The first ever issue of Malibu Comics' Mortal Kombat series, Blood and Thunder Volume 1. The last piece of video game merch I got was the Sonic the Hedgehog Encyclopedia for the series' 30th anniversary. Not much Doctor Who stuff this time. I finally decided to get continuing on buying Tom Baker's Era on DVD. The latest story you've seen me buy was the Sontaran Experiment, and I've owned Genesis of the Daleks for over 15 years. So next is Revenge of the Cybermen, which comes in a box set with Silver Nemesis, meaning one less McCoy story to buy when I get to his era. Just 2 big Finnish audios this time, Cryptobiosis and Mission to Magnus. Then the Witchfinder's Target novelisation, another one to bump up the total for free postage on something else. And my final purchase of the last 3 months is Akira Toriyama's Manga Theatre. If you've watched some of my videos, you may know I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball and own all 42 volumes of the manga. Haven't had the chance to go back and buy Dr. Slump yet, but this was also an interesting release, getting to see exactly how Toriyama built his way up to Dragon Ball. Although I will say some of the earlier stuff isn't exactly some of his greatest work, but he himself says the same thing in this book too. And to close the video, as usual I use a random number generator to determine at least one of the games I'll buy before the next collecting update video. Adds a little bit of fun to collecting. This time the number I get is 601, which on my list is the Breath of Fire series. The only game in this series I own physically is Breath of Fire 3 on the PSP, so I should have at least one choice that isn't insanely expensive these days.